The Call of Conscience. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Luca, a sunny and dreamy boy, but also full of doubts and sometimes easily influenced by the choices of others. Luca was at a crossroads in his life, where the temptation to take shortcuts was becoming more appealing. His job was hard, and the more clever friends seemed to succeed with little moral concern. Moreover, the idea of gaining immediate rewards at the expense of his integrity was starting to feel tempting. One evening, as he was returning home after a particularly tough day, he heard a gentle, quiet voice, a small advisory voice speaking to his heart. It was his conscience, a subtle yet present whisper that didn't shout, didn't impose, but spoke with firmness. It was his best self, the part of him that had always been able to distinguish clearly between right and wrong. Every time his heart was uncertain, it was his conscience that reminded him of who he truly wanted to be. That night, Luca hardly slept. He kept thinking about the advice whispered by that inner voice. A balanced scale between good and evil, he repeated to himself, thinking about how every choice he made had an impact on himself and others. The next day, he decided to change his course. He chose to live authentically, to face challenges without shortcuts, and to become a guide for others who, like him, were tempted to lose their way. Over time, his integrity made him appreciated by others. His colleagues began to trust him and respected him so much that they offered him a promotion based on the respect he had earned. In the end, Luca became an example for his community. That persistent little voice had become his greatest ally, a presence that not only guided him, but allowed him to grow and achieve his dreams without ever losing himself. And so he lived happily, knowing that his conscience, the divine breath of his being, would always be with him. If you liked the story, follow me with a like.